but it's great to have you back, Wayne. Wayne, you've also recently been in Canada as well, right?
Yep, so I was lucky enough to go to Whistler 2 weeks ago. So it was my first time, so yeah, it was great to go and go see it finally.
Get your ski legs back, Wayne.
They're just getting back, like 3 days of skiing really takes it out of you. But yeah, I can feel them finally, so slowly getting back to normal.
Nice one. Thank you. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Canada Specialist Program webinar series. Our next update is from Wayne, telling us all the latest news from Air Canada. Thank you, Wayne. Over to you.
Thank you, Charlie, and thank you, Adam, for that fantastic presentation. So Adam kindly showed us what Canada has to offer, and now you're probably asking, how do we get our customers to Canada? So that's kind of where we would like to step in. So my name's Wayne. I'm the sales account manager based in the UK for Air Canada. I've put my name, email address down there, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm kind of just going to give you an update on Air Canada and kind of what our product is looking like for 2024, our routes, and just any additional information. So Air Canada, so what's new this year? So about Air Canada, so we are Canada's largest airline, and that means we have the most flights within Canada, Canada to the US, and Canada internationally. To give you an idea, in Canada, we fly to 51 Canadian airports. So if you've got any customers going to Canada looking for more of a unique destination, we fly to the most Canadian airports, so we're a good start. And recently we won the award for Skytrax for the best airline in Canada. So that's something we're very proud of. And hopefully in this presentation, kind of give you some reasons why we won that. So our network for this coming year, so we're going to have 9 flights a day this summer from London Heathrow to Canada. So that's 4 to Toronto, 2 to Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, and Halifax. To give you an idea, pre-pandemic, we actually had 11 flights. So unfortunately, we're still not flying to Ottawa or St. John's. But interestingly, we have more seats going across the Atlantic now than the pre-pandemic. So we've just got bigger planes flying to our hubs, and then where customers, as I said, can connect to 51 Canadian airports. If you've got any customers up north, so we do have a service from Manchester. So that starts 20th of June, ends 30th of September. So it changes. So one week it will have 3 times, the other week has 4 times. So it's a good option if you've got anyone in the Midlands or Scotland. We've got a service starting the 2nd of May, and it's again all season long until the 6th of January. So in the summer, it's daily, and then in the winter, we kind of bring it back to three flights weekly. If you've got any customers up in the north, we always recommend fly to Canada first. Once you get to Toronto, you can connect. It's kind of when you fly to Toronto, you clear customs in Canada, so you're kind of doing something useful with your time. Whereas if you fly down to London, when you connect in, you just sit in an airport. So my best tip is anyone from Manchester to Edinburgh is always fly to Canada first, and you can kind of clear customs when you connect it. So it just makes it a little bit easier. To give you an idea of our onboard experiences, so we're going to have 3 classes. We start with our economy class. I'm just going to pinpoint a feature that stands out for each class. So economy, the one question I get asked the most is there free alcohol? So yeah, good news is you get free alcohol. So that's wine, spirits, and beer on all flights across the Atlantic. And another highlight is if there's any families traveling with a child under the age of 14, we seat the whole family together free of charge. So you can have 7 adults, 1 child. As soon as you ticket that booking, we'll sit the whole family together free of charge. It's just easier to do it earlier, so there's no disruption at the airport, and gives the customers a peace of mind. So the next class is our premium economy class. So this is a good class in between economy and business. It's a very small secluded cabin, so it has 21 to 24 seats. Best tip about this class, normally it's best to wait closer to departure for maybe a cheaper option, or you can bid to upgrade. But as you can imagine, on the London, Vancouver, Calgary, this is very popular. So the closer you get to departure, it's just going to sell out. So we always advise, if any customers are thinking about premium economy, is to book it right away, because the closer it gets to departure, it books up. If you have any passengers in premium, they can book the seats free of charge at time of booking. So there's no charge to pre-assigned seats. And then just a little bit at the bottom, you can access our Maple Leaf Lounge for £28. So to give you an idea, if you have a lunch and a glass of wine in Terminal 2, you probably spend in 30 quid. So it's a good little option if a passenger is going to arrive at the airport quite early. And then finally, we've got our Air Canada Signature service. So this is a premium end-to-end travel experiences. Elevated dining, you get cutlery, champagne before you depart, flatbeds, 180 degrees. So every seat has its own hour access. And again, highlight, as soon as you book, you can pre-assign your seat free of charge with our signature service. So one thing, as the map showed from Adam, Canada is quite far away. So it's good to have a good entertainment. So we have lots of entertainment. So on my trip to Whistler, I just watched Oppenheimer and Barbie, did it on one flight. But we've signed up with Apple TV. So if you're a Ted Lasso fan, you can watch that series. But 2,500 hours, that's like 25 trips to Canada, Vancouver and back. So lots of entertainment to keep you entertained on the long flight across. Premium services, as I said, we've got Maple Leaf Lounge in the UK and every international airport in Canada. As I said, anyone in premium economy can access it for 49 Canadian dollars. But we also have a signature suite. So this is for passengers who are purely in business class. So they need to be full fare passengers in business, and it's located in Toronto, Vancouver. To give you an idea how exclusive this lounge is, I've actually never been allowed in to see it. So you could be a Million Mile member. If you're not traveling in business, you can't access this lounge. The aim of it is you can have a full a la carte dining, and then when you board the plane, you can just fall asleep. So yeah, full restaurant. It's best lounge we have to offer. Technology. So one of our best tips for any customers traveling is to download the app. I'm sure since COVID, I found there's a lot more questions. So the app is kind of more just an information tool. So it tells them how long their flight is, what gate. You don't have to sign up. You can just put your booking reference in. Once you've flown, you can delete it. But it's just a form of a tool to help the customer. So we do recommend, if you have any customers traveling, to download the app just for their flight. And a new feature we're adding this year is bag tracking. So again, this feature will help. It tells you your bag at 5 points during your trip. So when you check in, when it's on board, what carousel. Unfortunately, on my trip, one of my friends' bag got lost. I'm going to say we did on purpose to use bag tracking. But even 2 days later, when his bag was being delivered, we're still getting updates on what aircraft it was, delivery time. And it saved us waiting at the carousel, like playing roulette, seeing if his bag was going to come. We could just go straight to the desk and advise that it was delayed. So it's something we're bringing out this year, and it's hopefully definitely going to help customers traveling. And then finally, the last piece of advice, our agency support. So on our website, we've got lots of information, references for customers and agents. But the biggest one is we've got a trade support team based in the UK for the trade. So things do go wrong sometimes, and it's good to just have someone at the end of the phone you can call in the UK who's there to help. So I've put their email address, their phone number. They do work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And they're just available for the trade. So as I said, if anything does go wrong, it's good to have someone at the end of the line that you can talk to and hopefully sort the issue out. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm looking forward to any questions in the chat. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for their time.